All right, let's get to our main topic of the day. That's Chris Johnson. CJ2K wants a new quarterback in Nashville, and the former Titans running back speaking out on it with the 33rd team. Here is this video from the 33rd team.
If I was a GM, it's two guys out there that I would really be focusing on getting right now, and that would be Derek Carr or Aaron Rodgers. To be honest, I say Derek Carr or Aaron Rodgers, but my first guy that I will think that I will go for is I will go for Derek Carr, because if I get Derek Carr, then I might have a chance on landing Davante Adams with him. Yeah, you got to give up that first. I got my receiver. I want to get a receiver. I'm willing to give up my first round pick in order to land on Davante Adams for sure.
All right, so that's Chris Johnson there with the 33rd team. To summarize, he wants Derek Carr or Aaron Rodgers to be the quarterback in Nashville next season, and that Derek Carr could give you a chance to also get Davante Adams. And CJ just throwing it out there. Trade away that 11th overall pick for Davante Adams. I mean, it's a high draft pick to get a receiver who's good. Yes, and Derek Carr and Aaron Rodgers both have relationship with Davante Adams as their NFL quarterbacks. But remember, Derek Carr, the college teammate and roommate of Davante Adams back in the day at Fresno State. So, Zach, your initial thoughts before we get the chat more involved today.
I'm going with our girl Nika. No, baby, we're good on that. Nika's getting the love of the show for that comment, because that's exactly what I was thinking. I don't think Chris Johnson knows what. I think he's playing. He's living in a fantasy world. I mean, and I think Tress, I'm agreeing with Tress right here. CJ's playing Madden. Stop it. He is playing Madden, because those two, that's oil and water. They don't mix. I don't think he realizes what the Packers got from the Raiders to get Davante Adams, which is a first and a second round. That first round pick was a 22nd overall pick. And so you got to actually know what that is. So is CJ talking about trying to get Davante Adams, or is he trying to get Derek Carr? And then he sprinkled a little salt of Aaron Rodgers in there. There's a lot to kind of unpack in that situation. Now, one thing we do know is Derek Carr is going to be on the market. This week he thanked Raider Nation. It was like, look, Derek Carr was playing extremely good football right before he broke his leg in Oakland years ago. And he had, he worked back to recover. 2 years ago, they made the playoffs and lost to the Bengals, who made their Super Bowl run. And this past year, disastrous start under Josh McDaniels, then had like a surge. Davante Adams had a very good year.
Yeah.
But, Derek Carr is going to be on a new team next year. They also said they're going to try to trade him, but if they can't trade him, they're going to release him. That's not really good news, because everybody's going to be like, well, we're just going to wait to release you. So, I don't mind, and I just want to hear it. I actually don't want to hear it, but I think for the people, I think for the audience, maybe we play Chris Johnson's fantasy one more time to kind of diagnose what he's truly trying to say.
All right, here we go. Here's CJ from the 33rd team.
If I was a GM, it's two guys out there that I would really be focusing on getting right now, and that would be Derek Carr or Aaron Rodgers. To be honest, I say Derek Carr or Aaron Rodgers, but my first guy that I will think that I will go for is I will go for Derek Carr, because if I get Derek Carr, then I might have a chance on landing Davante Adams with him. Yeah, you got to give up that first. I got my receiver. I want to get a receiver. I'm willing to give up my first round pick in order to land on Davante Adams for sure.
So Derek Carr and Davante Adams, and the first round pick gone from Chris Johnson. So,
last thing, and then I wanted to hear what you have to say. I think I know, but I don't know. Derek Carr will be on his back as much as David, his older brother, regardless of who he's throwing the football to, because they don't have a left tackle. And so their offensive line is in question. That's what I would say. I think this is a pipe dream, but I think that's why CJ2K is a running back, not a general manager.
Yeah. So let's get the chat more involved. How do you grade Derek Carr as an NFL quarterback? Jay's a C plus. A different Jay is also a C plus. Orlando says B minus, D plus at his worst. Corey says C. Josh Brown says C plus. Ronnie says C plus. Eugene with a D. Roz there on YouTube with a C plus. Stephen King says C for Carr, D for don't F and do it, says Stephen King. Jordan says B. Let's see. Alex coming in from D plus. Sateo says C. Xavier says C minus, C on a good day. Tighten Up says B plus. Big Ten Jeff is a solid C plus. Noah says C minus. Scott says he'd give Derek Carr a B. And Jacob Ray says B minus. Zach, I think Derek Carr is similar to Ryan Tannehill in the way that they need to have really solid support. I think Derek Carr is a good quarterback. I think he's an above average NFL quarterback. And I think the Titans could do a lot worse, but I think the Titans
well, yeah, I mean,
no, but I'm like,
what does that mean?
Should the Titans go after Derek Carr? Hell no. Hell no. The Titans should not go after Derek Carr. Look, I don't have any ill will against Derek Carr, but I feel like he is a lateral move or a backwards move from the current quarterback situation. I would grade Derek Carr at his best for a season-long grade. I think Derek Carr is a B minus quarterback in the NFL. Is that above average? It's right on that line of being slightly above average, but I don't think it's worth the hoops the Titans would have to jump through to go acquire Derek Carr in some form or fashion.
Wow, that's a lot higher than I thought. He's a losing quarterback, and for every 2 touchdowns, he throws an interception. I don't want that. Derek Carr, I think gets built up way too much. I think Derek Carr is overrated.
Ooh.
Derek Carr is overrated. He is a C minus quarterback.